evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Heritage TV, www.heritageuk.tv. My name is Bunmi West Colourful Cube. Welcome to today's program. It's going to be awesome. I hope you had a lovely weekend, a very nice weekend, and I'm glad that today is bank holiday, and I know by this time you're already unwinding and getting yourself ready, preparing yourself for the rest of the week. So this week is a relaxing week because it's a short week, because Monday was part of the long weekend, and we give God the glory that today has been a beautiful day, because I enjoyed, waking up late and not rushing to work, something like that. So you are now with me this evening to see or hear what I'm about to talk about. You're welcome to Heritage TV. This is the topic for today: fridge, refrigerator, refrigeration. Fridge is one thing that every home has worldwide. At least we can say 99% of every home in the whole wide world have a fridge. Yorubani among tutu. Yes, the device or the equipment or the household little machinery, giant machinery. Some is oversized, some is standard size, some is normal size. Fridge. Why do we need fridge? What is the work of fridge? How do we care for our fridge? When is the best time to change our fridge? All these little things we'll talk about, because many people have problem in their household, and Heritage TV is here to support and educate people, to give you the new trend. As you know, our station is one of the clearest stations, and bringing in different topics and different things. Bunmi West today is bringing in fridge. I welcome fridge to your household. I know you have one already, if not two, but what does it do? We have fridge that is up to standard. We have some fridge that is substandard. But because I'm in the UK, I will talk about UK standard fridge that everybody must have. Or I'm not advertising for any company, but I'm just talking because I've noticed that majority of us don't care for our fridge, and we want our fridge to care for us. It's vice versa. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Your fridge needs TLC, tender loving care, and you have to give it as I will advise or give instruction, or whichever way you want to put it. But all I want to tell you today is your fridge is very important to you. It's got an engine like a heart that makes sure it works for as many years as you want to keep your fridge in your house. But let me tell you, the science or scientists, they don't sleep. They always upgrade the fridge all the time. How do they do that? Before, the fridge used one gas that is not going, it's not good for human consumption. There are many enemies that we don't see in the air, and people forget we breathe in oxygen and we release carbon dioxide. Oxygen is good for human being, but it's not good for some other things, like trees. They breathe out oxygen, and that is when you stay under the tree, especially under the apple tree, for those who are lovers, you can see peace, comfort and joy. Sometimes you doze off, but just pray that the tree you are sitting under hasn't got snake at the top, or hyena or tiger running, or monkey or birds that will shit on you. Just stay away from. Or you look and the trees. Make sure you're sitting on a comfortable place and the trees are free of any danger. Now we're talking about fridge. Don't let me digress. Fridge, the job of fridge is to preserve anything you put in for at least guarantee just a week. Anything you put in your fridge that is more than 1 week is a poison or is not going to give you the freshness you are looking for, especially cooked food. That is why there's expiry dates on them, on the food I meant. Now, your fridge. How do you look after your fridge? Or which kind of make do you want to buy? Is it the most expensive fridge that gives the best power efficiency? When you're talking about power efficiency, it's electricity consumption of your fridge. When you want to buy a new fridge, you have to look for that. Do you like fridge freezer? That is another topic entirely. It depends on which place you're living. Do you have space for those two, or do you have space for the combo? You need to figure it out. It's not good to have too much fridge in your house because of health and safety. Fridge is one thing you have to look after. I will repeat it and repeat it for you to grab it. Some people, they've never washed their fridge and they expect you to eat from that fridge. No, it doesn't work like that. These bacteria we are fighting, even the Bible recognizes them. I'm not here to preach to you. Only because you are all these minor, these microorganisms, microbacteria, they are the greatest enemy. I've said it before and I'm saying it again because I'm on about it. Your fridge, when you buy a brand new fridge, before you turn it on, you leave it at the spot you want it to be for 30 minutes. It doesn't matter what brand or what brand you buy. If you want to buy a fridge, you buy whichever one suits you, suits your pockets. I will never advise you to buy today, pay in 6 months, or pay installments on anything that you have. We are not Oyibo people. We are not born like that. We were born to pay outright. And it gives you peace of mind. Because the people, job security is not as it used to be. I'm not going there today. That will be another day's topic. All I'm saying today is about your fridge. Now, let's talk about when you buy a new fridge, you keep it for 30 minutes, then you wash inside your fridge. Before you start, you unwrap all the things, the compartments that are supposed to go to the various places. You follow the manual. There's not much to do when it comes to fridge, but make sure you wash it with warm water, clean it out, and arrange it the way you want to do it. And before you put in anything, plug it in, put on the electricity, and wait for 1 hour. Get it to the right temperature. Your fridge is supposed not to be more than 3 degrees centigrade, not Fahrenheit. Centigrade. Why? You want it to suppress the power of all these microorganisms. You want your food to be kept as fresh as possible. You want to preserve whatever you are putting in your fridge, so that when you bring, maybe it's salad you are bringing out, it's crispy and it's fresh. It keeps it so fresh that it's like you went to Abule Egba to uproot your vegetable, your salad from there, or you went to Absalon to pick your strawberry. That is the freshness you are looking for. And how do you maintain your fridge? Your fridge, if you are a lazy person like me, washing the fridge supposed to be every 3 weeks. Thorough washing out. Because especially when you are not the only one in the house, when you have kids in your household, you don't know, sometimes they throw the food in a different corner of the fridge. Sometimes they throw the milk, they split the milk in the fridge. Sometimes the food, half of it is in the fridge, the drinks. And some food you have to check, especially cheese. You have to check the expiry date on it. and make sure you throw away all the leftovers. This is a country that, no matter how you remember home, England, you still throw away some food. Somebody like me, I cook rice today, I can never eat it the following day. I'm sorry to say it. And you don't even know what quantity to cook sometimes. So you keep it in the fridge. If you are lazy, you don't want to cook every day, you bring it out, make sure your fridge is in order. But the things that are killing people are not Babalawo or Ajekoto for Nigeria. Is their fridge killing them? For example, when you buy fresh meat, chicken, goat meat, we African, isewu, goat head, pomo, shaki, turkey, you bought smoked turkey, you put it by the side of raw meat. Ah, sister, I mean, you are killing yourself with that. You are not supposed to put your raw food by the side of fruit, by the side of cooked food. Majority of the time, in your fridge, you have systematical way of arranging stuff. All the fresh fruits that you're going to eat, your fresh yogurt, your cheese, your things that you dab your hand in the fridge and you pick it out, your sandwich, those who are going to work, your prepared lunch, prepared breakfast must be at the top of the shelf in your fridge. Never in your life put raw meat at the top of the shelf. Is pure poison. Don't do it, please. Don't. Read my lips. Don't do it. It's very, very dangerous. Dangerous with that, you. So know out, because I've seen a lot of people. You go to their house and you see the way they arrange stuff, and you shake your head like this. Sometimes you can't talk to people, but thank God for Heritage TV. You can actually share the way things supposed to be. And we don't want life to teach us in a hard way. We want to learn through experience of others and through the expert advertisement or help. And please, even if you can try not to put raw meat, raw fish in your fridge, how will you buy that? It will be very better. It will be the best thing you ever do to yourself, because raw fish is as dangerous as going to Afghanistan to go and kill somebody, because there are things that you should not mix together. Some people will finish eating and no, their fish is raw. They put raw fish that the juice is dripping on top of their cherry mango, on top of their orange, on top of their apple, on top of their fruits, for God's sake, for crying out loud. And a little child will just come, "Mommy, I would like to eat apple." And because you've washed it when you brought it from the market, does not mean when the child wants the poor apple or the apple, you won't wash it again and again and again, and even scrape the skin from the apple before you cut it to a die size and give it to your child. Even you adults, don't be too in a hurry to look after your health. We are not going to be here forever, but as long as God gives us the strength and the ability to look after ourselves, to sustain our own life, to make sure we are in charge. God is in charge, don't get me wrong. He's the Alpha and Omega. But He has given you the power over authority to conquer your enemy. The enemy that doesn't have hand, the enemy that doesn't have hand, that is upsetting your stomach. You see? So those are the little things you have to look out for. And always look at the temperature at your own time, given time. Look at the temperature of your fridge. Try to avoid to put raw food at the top shelf. If at all you have to put your food in the fridge, the raw food, the most dangerous food, should always stay at the bottom of the fridge. Another thing I want to share with us today is onion. For no matter reason, will you put a cut onion in your fridge? Anytime you want to use your onion, make sure you use the whole of your onion. Onion, read my lips, is not allowed in your fridge. Don't be economical to kill yourself. The most dangerous enemy is onion. I want you to do experiment. Cut your onion when you have cold or you have flu. Put it by the side of your bed. Leave it there for a week and come and tell me the color of your onion. Onion, they've proved it many times, attract bacteria. They actually suck in bacteria. So for you to now encourage bacteria in your fridge, that is suicidal. Don't kill yourself. Never, ever, even if it's the last onion, use it. And how much is it, a bag of onion in England? Not to lose it. So try and change your attitude. I've seen a lot of people that have changed their life through little tips that I learned, and I'm passing it across to others. Don't use onion and leave some behind. No, use everything. The more onion you eat, the more healthy you are. That is another topic, another day. Fridge. Back to fridge. All your drinks you put in the fridge, make sure you cover them. Look at the expiry date. Expiry date does not mean expiry time. Sometimes the carton of your juice, and you know it's not juice anyway, some are produced chemically in the laboratory. They will say, have you ever heard orange juice? They are telling you it's from the concentrated orange juice, and you are thinking you are moving. Sometimes you drink them and you think, I've arrived. The only person that arrived is anybody that actually drink boiled water. You know, your water that's sizzling, boiling for 100 degrees centigrade is the best, richest drink you can drink in the whole world. Go and check and tell me the results. And another thing, when the weather is changing like this, when summer is coming, the way you can actually do it is, if you're not buying, you know, nowadays you can trust companies, but you can trust yourself more, which I've been doing. And people were saying, your skin are changing, you're looking radiant, it's about time you look after yourself, no matter what. It's very important. Nobody will look after you. You look after yourself, and God now look after you, the whole part of you, A to Z. Now back to basics. You put water in the fridge, make sure you boil it and put it in the fridge. Yes. Your bottled water is trust that making you drinking it. But if you actually boil all the water that you are drinking, or you are buying, or you are from your tap, sister, brother, daddy, mommy, everybody, you are actually looking after yourself. And you will see the difference in your system when you boil your water, or you use filter. But there are things that you do that you know have tried. And when you try, you have confidence to trust yourself. Another thing I will tell you is, when you are cleaning your fridge, no matter how busy you are, no matter how you are not going to the market, or you don't want to do shopping, make sure one item is in your fridge forever and ever. Amen. Don't let your fridge lack this stuff I want to tell you today. It's called lemon. Fresh lemon or fresh lime, citrus. You need it. How? Why? When you are cleaning your fridge, instead of you using bleach, use lemon, baking soda, and ultimate, do you know it? Vinegar. Oh, when you get those 3 items and you wash down your fridge will handshake you and say thank you. And you yourself will think you just buy a new, brand new fridge. Because those 3 combinations knock down all bacteria. And do you know, you don't know who I've handled. There was one person came to my house the other day. I was doing shopping. I went shopping, and then she came in and, yeah, let me help you with. I said, no, auntie, please. You can watch me. I don't let people stock my fridge for me. And she said, oh, I'm okay. I was waiting. We'll be chatting. Then I took out all the orange juice container cartons. Took out the apple juice, the summer, whatever name they call it. I don't drink them. Look at me very well. Those are for all my organs in the house, my children. It's not for me. Because me, you wake me up like this in the morning. You see me with my boiled water. You wake me up in the afternoon, I'm boiled water, mommy. My son knows when I say, I mean, they help me, he's going to do that for me. And sometimes I treat myself to tea. But what I'm trying to say is your fridge is very important to you. When you look after your fridge will come back and look after you. How? When you want to clean down your fridge, use lemon, baking carbonate soda, and vinegar. Mix the three together, add water to it. Don't use soap. And start with your clean, soft cleaning cloth. And wipe all the rims of your fridge down. You have to give it a thorough washing and cleaning. Because we don't know what has hidden. And most of fridges attract cockroaches. It's very appalling that there's cockroach in England. There is idun in England. There's things that you don't expect to be here is here. And many people, they can't talk, they can't say what problem they have in their household, because if you want rain, people will laugh at them. So that is why all these topics we have to bring, how to clear them, how to look after your home, because healthy home is a healthy you. Now, your fridge will not abhor, it won't abhor any roach or any kind of moving, creepy things that you don't want if you clean it on every third week or fortnight. For I know a friend of mine, she cleaned her fridge. Don't think because it's cold, it's safe. No. Majority of household accident, sickness start from the fridge, because there's contamination. Especially if you don't know how to arrange your fridge properly. It's very important that you keep your drink, especially your canned drink, and your carton drink. Your canned drink, you know, the good news about canned drink is once you open it, majority of time, 100% of time, you finish it. So that one, and the origin of canned drink has been looked after from day one, because they have to actually give it a beautiful sealing. They use a good material to hold the drink in if they are done by double slicing, because nowadays you don't even know. A lot of people they want profit, and at the end of the day they just mess up other people's life. But at least canned drink is safe to a maximum extent. If I'm not talking about the contents, I'm talking about what holds it together. Now, back to your fridge. When you open your carton drink, which is 1 liter carton drink, and you can't finish it, please look at the instruction on it. You will see that some of it is 3 days life expansion. This is 2017. Your carton drink can tell you I'm expiring in 2050 or 2018 or 2019. Don't listen to that carton. No. The moment you open it and the air has blown into it, the deterioration starts deteriorating, and it's dangerous to your health. Because majority of these people, they don't go to the farm and buy orange anymore. They don't go to the farm and buy pineapple anymore. They don't go to the farm and buy peach anymore. They use the chemical in the lab to create the flavor and the fruit. So, as an adult, live a healthy life. Make sure everything that goes in your system is agreeing with your system. Don't force yourself to eat what is not going in your system. Be upright with yourself. So back to the fridge. Where do you keep beer in your fridge? It doesn't matter where you keep your beer. You can keep it anywhere because it's sealed until when you open it. Make sure majority of the things in your fridge is covered properly. And move your fridge at least once in a month, or whilst you want to clean it, move it forward. You will see things that has fall apart at the bottom of it, which you don't know. Sometimes your documents, sometimes even, it depends on your home. Like I said, if your home is full of children, or it's not only you in the home, and even if you are the only one in the house, you don't know what has crippled. I always say to people, we that we live in London, because majority we don't even have a net. You know, in America, maybe because that one is a village or desert, you know, most home has a net to prevent flies, cripple things to come in. But I just, maybe because of the cold weather, is helping us to get away with a lot of things in England, in the UK. If you open your door, your window like this, you open it to fresh air. There is nothing preventing anything to crawl into your house. There was one day, my neighbor screamed. He screamed. And he knocked on my door. He was shaking. I said, what is wrong with you? He said he found a black widow spider crawling on his fridge. You know these Igbo people, they run away from everything. But I don't blame him. These are the most dangerous little tiny spider that can kill instantly. We don't know that in Africa. Many things we don't know that is that dangerous. Even if not Oyibo that told us that mosquito kill, it gives you malaria, you know, we wouldn't know because we don't research. I'm not putting us down, I'm just telling you what I know. Now the guy came and said, do I look like a pet? Possible. Me, I would do it African way. I have broom, you know. I think he has saw me before using my broom to sweep my house. And I said, you don't mind me jabba the thing. Bring it down, him with his cobweb. That's the way we do it in Africa. Hey, I need to spray it. By the time you are trying to spray your spider, the spider don't will run. Sometimes you need to quick apprehend it before he apprehend you. That's the way we do it. So a lot of things can be befriending your fridge behind that you wouldn't know. It's not the internal care alone that matter with your fridge. External, because the state your fridge is the appeal it's going to give to people that you want to serve food from it or drink from it. Some people, the moment they see the state in your house, you ask them, what do you care for? Can I make you a cup of tea? Do you want coffee? Or do you want to eat? They say, oh, I just had something I'm full of. Thank you for your offer. Because your fridge, they can't even drink from it. They can't even eat from it. Take internal care very seriously. All the rims, the four corner, just first of all, bless, before you even wash it at all, bless it with bicarbonate soda. Bless it with vinegar. You will see it like Andrew liver salt. It will be popping out like this, oozing out all the dirt, all the, you know, by the time some people, it's just appalling how they treat their fridge. Some will come straight from the loo, they won't wash their hands, the same hand they will use it to open their fridge. The state of the fridge of some people, Almighty God, if you take a specimen from it, you will start throwing out, because the state is bad though. It's because we don't see how bad it is. So hygiene, health and safety is very important with your fridge. Looking after your fridge is looking after your health. Looking after your health is looking after your fridge. To look after the external part of your fridge, you pull it out, you sweep the floor surrounding your fridge, you mop it out with vinegar. I don't use soap in my house sometimes. So stay tuned. This is Heritage TV. I will surely come back. See you.
Heritage Television. Promoting African culture and heritage at its best. From talk shows that concern you to both local and international news that relates to you. From grassroots football to African children's programs. Heritage Television. We cover your social and special events like weddings, birthdays, church anniversaries and so on, and broadcast them live on our apps and online. Heritage Television, broadcasting everything about culture and heritage. Heritage Television. We've got it covered. Do download our apps on both Android, iOS, and Windows mobile platform. Heritage Television, your very own TV station.
Hi, I'm Zandy's, owner of Zandy's Hair and Beauty. We're located in Newsham Shopping Centre. This is the only Afro-Caribbean owned store in the southeast of London. The challenge that I faced is if you don't walk through my door, then this shop won't be here anymore. One of the things that I talk about is that, you know, a customer came in a few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, and we didn't have a product, and she went out onto the high street, and, you know, her coming back and feeding back to us that the guy in the high street store told her that, you know, they would sell her anything that we sell in the store, they would do it for a cut price. So it means that if I sell something, for example, for £1, they would sell it to her for 50 pence. And he told her that, you know, he wanted to crush me because I wouldn't be here in the next 2 months. Now, that was quite fundamental, and I just saw that, you know, as the only black shop in Lewisham and in Southeast London, and, you know, for the High Street who have got a chain of stores saying that they were going to crush me, I found that really sad, and there was a lot of discussion that we could have about that. So what I would say is that, you know, I don't really don't want to get into that, but what I'm saying is that if you don't come in and walk through my door and support us, then, you know, our community, the Afro-Caribbean community, we would never have our own store. We spend a lot in this industry, you know, we spend billions and billions, and yet when you look around, there's very, very few of us. I'm the only one in the southeast of London. So if you think about that, then you can think about all over the UK, how many Afro-Caribbean owned stores there are. So what I would encourage is that, you know, the more people walk through my door is the more that, you know, I am here to stay and we can expand, and the more others will join in and open their own store.
This is why we need to support our own black businesses. If I can come down here from far, I'm sure you can. Come on, if we need to build up one another in the area, support black businesses. Now make your way down.
Welcome back. My name is Bunmi West. This is Colourful Cube on Heritage TV. Today's discussion, as we have started and, you know, just came back from the break, is fridge, refrigerator in your home. One equipment, or we call it engine, that helps you to keep your food, to keep it fresh, to support you and enhance everything you are doing, especially this summertime. You got to have it. And how long can you keep your fridge? No matter how working state it is, I've not finished about TLC of the body, the external body. People choose different color. Some choose to match the color of their house. Some prefer it white. Some want it pink. I've seen a purple fridge before. I've seen silver is a very common one. And I've seen milky. I've seen a lot of colors. Green. They are all beautiful. How to clean the outside of your fridge? Don't forget it's a fridge. And it's something that will stay in your house that you can even forget it there if it's not breaking down. It's not a fridge that you notice nowadays, because the quietness of your fridge is what they are working on now, that you don't even know it's existing at all. So how to care for the external part is where we are, what we are talking about, because we've dealt with inside the fridge. And then there's what we call temperature gauge. Some fridge has it automatically, some don't. So you can buy one. Advice is buy the digital one, then you don't mix it up with, okay, is it on the 4? Is it on the 5? Is it 7? No. Digital will tell you this is 3 degrees centigrade, 4 degrees centigrade. If your fridge is going to 5 degrees centigrade, you are in danger, because that is the level. Or 6, it's no good for you. It's just a box occupying your space. You don't want that. It's not a wardrobe. So watch out. Make sure you get the correct, safe degree that your fridge has to be. Now, your external care. The same you have done internally, same you're going to do externally. You get your soapy, because it's outside. You can use your kitchen dishwasher liquid, or you can use your washing up liquid. And don't forget your fresh lemon. It's always a compensation. Use bicarbonate soda. Use your vinegar. Add all of them together. Take a clean clothes and give it a thorough clean. Or if you can avoid not to put anything on your fridge, as the manufacturers always advise, please and please and please and please again, don't put anything on top of your fridge, to give it a long life, because that is like ogberu ole lori. Try and run away from that if you can. But you know, majority of we Africans, we are adierujo. Kilode, we end up, because it's so handy, all our cereal is in the basket, we are putting, I do the same. Even everything I'm sharing today, I'm sharing it with you because of the experience I had before. So everything in life teaches us. We have to take it in a positive way. If we can improve it, we improve it. If we can't improve it, so be it. We just carry on the way we are doing it. But at least if you hear it, one day, if you have time, you can try and, you know, play with your fridge a little bit. It doesn't cost you anything. And some fridge, not everybody can afford to change fridge. Like I change my fridge. If if I'm too lazy to change my fridge, or I'm too broke to change my fridge, I will change it in the 3rd year, and that is too late for me. Even if it's working, you change it for your own safety. Your fridge is not your grandmother or your housewife. You need to part with your fridge at a particular time for your own safety. Why is that? They know it's dangerous to keep a fridge in the house, but they are reducing reducing the danger that's involved in keeping a fridge in your house. Every day they are doing tests. They want to have the safest fridge and keep us alive, and make sure those who can spend a little bit of their money, they get the best. How is that? So I learned about all this through, sometimes you have to go on your Facebook, you have to go on the internet and see one product of your household that you need to change. Fridge is one of them. If you want to care for your fridge externally, as I was saying before I digress, you get a kitchen soft clothes and there's a rail behind it. If you have what you use to dust your fridge, you know, those things that you use to eliminate dust and all the cobweb from your home, you use that first to go through the rail. Make sure you clean it. You will unplug your fridge before you move it. It's the instruction given by the manufacturer. Then you use that dust thing. Some people use Hoover. Make sure you take all the accumulated dust away from the bag, and it makes it work better. Then you now use your vinegar, soapy water, if you can keep it a little bit warm. And don't forget, obviously, you wear your gloves. Save your hand from all these things that will harm you, or some chemicals are not good for you. Now, after you've dusted the back of your fridge, you now use soapy water to clean it gently. You wipe, it depends on which side your rail is going. If your rail is vertical, you clean it on a vertical level. If your rail is horizontal, you do it on horizontal level. Gently, you clean it down up to the bottom. And remember, when you are cleaning your fridge, like I said, don't forget the base of the door. You clean it nicely. Sometimes you have to use toothpick. Sometimes you have to take things apart, especially those. Now you've cleaned the outside of your fridge, and will go back inside. You know all this glass that is used as a divider. There is another plastic that holds the edge together. All this plastic must, if that is the kind of the one you have, you will now take it out, remove it, and clean it. I was so shocked what I saw in my fridge the other day. Nile, you know, because kids, they only know how to take things out of the fridge and consume it and split it. You wouldn't know. That little tiny orange juice you see that has been split in your fridge, that you've seen, majority of them have slipped inside those things that you don't see. I was shocked. In fact, Ojugba Miti, I was so ashamed of myself. That was cleaning it every three weeks. So now I've been cleaning my fridge 2 weeks now. Even if I'm talking about pure cleaning, not just water and things. Because you wouldn't know when they are doing guru in a hurry. Things are happening. So try and use a toothpick to get rid of all the things around the edges, around the edges of the trays. Put them out. Don't spare anything in your fridge. Your egg, you keep it in your fridge. Do you know it's advisable that you rinse your egg? I wanted to tell you about when I was telling you about my visitor. She saw me that I was putting my carton drink in the fridge. Before I put the carton drink that I've not opened in the fridge, I rinse it. She said, Bunmi, you are rinsing a carton drink. I said, you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know. So you look after yourself. I'm still getting repeating it for it to sink into us, so that we know that some people will say, oh, I'm bored, I don't have anything to do. But I will say to you, you can't be bored. There are things you can do in your household that will benefit you and your health. Your fridge is one thing you can get close to, you can get familiar with. Always know what goes in your fridge. Always know what comes out of your fridge. If you are not sure, even at work, because you know, me as a qualified chef, when you clean your fridge, you need to put it on A4 paper, period of cleaning, the timetable. You can do the same in your diary at home. Keep track of when you clean your fridge. Like, don't be thinking, oh, I want to remember everything from the head. Don't let your head explode. I will talk about diary in another episode. But in this case, what I'm trying to say is, your fridge is something that you don't just keep there and let it start cleaning itself outright. And remember, everything you are using as a human being needs cleaning. And we have to start a maintenance culture. Cleaning is part of what we need to learn concerning our fridge. It's supposed to be part of our daily routine, our weekly routine, our monthly routine. And if you can do it yourself, I will advise you do it yourself, rather than asking somebody like a child to clean out your fridge. You are looking for something else. So do it yourself. System method is better. Don't dedicate that kind of job to some young guy that doesn't know the implication. You know, at that age, you can do and undo. So back to your fridge. I want to talk about the food you buy from the store. If they say to you, keep it at certain degree, please follow the instruction. And sometimes they say to you, some people, their freezer is packed, or they buy frozen food. Frozen food can be kept in the fridge. If your fridge is on 3 degrees centigrade, for only 1 week is guaranteed. And I always keep it to 5 days. There's one thing they always say, prevention is far better than cure. So if you, by any chance, let's say for example, frozen mixed veg, you know, is full of water after it defrosts. The best thing you do is you keep it close to the bottom of your fridge. And because sometimes the pack might be broken through the handling and packaging, anything you're taking out of your freezer, you want to bring it to the fridge. That is the second stage of when you want to thaw your food. Thaw is you want to defrost it. Some people use aggressive way to defrost their food, which is in the microwave. That is another episode. Fridge is what we are talking about today. How you care for your fridge, how you use your fridge. Where can your fridge be in your house? Your fridge is supposed to be in your kitchen, if possible. If I can say it, I am sorry to tell you that it's not advisable at any point in time to have refrigerator in your room. But if it's not, you know, evictable, you have nowhere to put it, well, so be it. But truly, if there's a way to get it out of where you are sleeping, it would be nice. And don't let your fridge harbor all these strange things that you don't want. By always go and look after it. When you should tell the monkey, when you look after your fridge look after you. When you clean your fridge, you even feel better. And you can, I have another tip for you. If you want a freshness in your fridge as well, always keep 2 slices of lemon open. And same thing applies to your home. It goes a long way. And it's very helpful. You know, it's one citrus that helps to reduce the power of different bacteria. Don't give bacteria a chance in your home. Another thing you do with your fridge is you keep your fridge in where it's not going to be banging the door, especially the door. Will not be banging on another item. You know what I mean? Let your fridge be free so that it can have a long life for you. Because if your fridge is damaged, then it won't work properly. And when you are pushing your fridge behind a wall, it's a breathing thing in its own right. It's not a human being, but it's artificial intelligence, because nowadays there's a lot of electronics in many things compared to way back in the olden days. Majority of your fridge now have fridge that has the electronic that will be telling you your schedule for the day, and you can actually plan your menu on your fridge. This is the age we are now. And I have fridges that produce you ice. It gives you crushed ice, it gives you brick ice. The ice is producing, they make sure they connected the fridge to the tap water that is running in your home. In a country where the water is average, it's not drinkable, then your ice block or ice cube is not drinkable. So be careful of what you embrace or what you are doing, so that when the time comes, you will say to yourself, I really tried, and the doctor will stay away from you. You will stay away from the doctor. But if you know you can trust the supplier of your water in the region that you are, they are not going to say, we apologize, the water has been contaminated by the rainfall. It's not our portion, it's not our story. If you are not going to be getting down quite often, you know you can trust your service provider on your water. On that level, you can use your fridge to give you ice cube. You are safe in the hands of your water. Yeah, you can't be too conscious about life. You have to mix and match it. You have to ignore and overlook some things. But majority of time, don't ignore and overlook things that goes in your fridge and those things that come out of your fridge. Sometimes on the social media, they actually show broccoli. Inside the broccoli was a snake. I am very sure, from my own point of view, with the help of God Almighty, because you cannot be careful enough. If you have brought that broccoli or anything from the market and you dip it in your sink, immediately you will know if something is inside that's supposed not to go and sit in your fridge. There was one day a woman was in her room sleeping and she was hearing kru 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 in her fridge. She bought a box of apple. She's one of my big auntie and I love her dearly. And you know, because of confidentiality, I'm not allowed to mention her name. But she told me her ordeal. On this fateful day, she bought a box of red apple. She wanted to make apple juice because she actually make her own apple juice herself. She just tired. She's a nurse. She was tired and she said, oh, what you taught me, Bunmi, I couldn't do it. wash my apple one by one, put it in a bowl, and then chuck it in my fridge. Because she buy 1 box of apple, and that would last her for a month. She doesn't do smooching. She only like fresh apple juice with a bit of lemon and cinnamon. She puts everything in and drink it, and that's her drink, and she looks good. But on this day, she bought a whole box of apple, and she just threw it in the fridge. She didn't wash the apple, she didn't check the box. She slept, and in her deep sleep, she said she was hearing cru 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 cru. Where is the cru 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 coming from? She was the only one at home. And you know, first thing you'll be so, you know, jumpy and scared. She was so scared, and she had to comport herself. What is doing cru cru? Then she relaxed and said, okay, I might just strike straight away into the fridge. And I'm sorry to say, when she opened the fridge, it was 2 big rats in the box of apple that she was harboring in her fridge. And you know that what that will cost a lot. It costs her to bring in, because the council will not answer calls if you are a private owner, you know that. And if you are buying your property, you're on your own. No. She had to pay almost £600 for people to get rid of her ratty from her home, simply because maybe she didn't check before she left the store. Anyway, I'm so happy that you are stick with me tonight, and I'm humbled that you'll be listening to me, and I appreciate you. This is Heritage TV is here to stay. www.heritageuk.tv. This is us. www.heritageuk.tv. You can advertise your business, everything on this television station. You can come and showcase your events at any point in time, very reasonably priced. Call us and we answer your call when you call us on 020 800 46 100. I'll repeat again, Heritage TV Studio, call us on 020 800 46 100. And also you can call us on mobile phone 074 0734 1234 560 0734 1234 560. Thank you all. This is Bunmi West Colourful Cube. See you next time. Have a lovely week. Enjoy the fasting period. Love you all.